Hello and greetings and welcome, fellow pals and gals of the YouTube universe. It's your boy, the Wolf Gamer 25, and we are back. That's right, folks. But I shouldn't really rather say back, as I would say we're here at the beginning of the first official episode of Season 3. That's right, folks. You heard me right. Season 3 of Figure Friday. I'm happy to say that this is the first episode because let me tell you, a lot has happened. 2020. We did have a lot of ups and downs in the year 2020. We did have a lot of heartbreak in the year 2020. So I figured that we could go ahead and break in the year 2021 with a positive note. And of course, I'm going to say it's actually very positive because today, as I said, it will be the first official episode of season 3. Um, I just want to say thank you to everybody who has stuck with me through this time. As you guys know, you guys are the lifeblood of this channel. I want to say thank you to everybody who has joined the Wolfpack because, as you know, we're getting stronger each and every day. And I want to say, you guys, I really appreciate every single one of you from the bottom of my heart. But before the festivities, before the holiest moments, as you know, in this Wolfpack, we care about one another. So if you haven't already, please go and get yourself something to drink, something to eat, or maybe a snack if you want to, because as you know, I want you guys to be able to take care of yourselves. And if you haven't done it today, it wouldn't kill you. Drink some water, wash your hands. I washed my hands before I came and joined you guys tonight. But then again, it's because I took a shower. So, you know. But please go ahead and go wipe yourselves. I'll give you guys a minute. And okay, give me a chance. Just messages. Okay. 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 But I understand you guys are probably looking at me right now, but I just want to take a minute, uh, as I said again, to thank each and every one of you guys because I'm actually happy to say the as I said before, the pack is getting stronger, and I appreciate each and every time I see that number rising, and every new face who joins. You guys will be treated as an equal. There's really there's no negativity here. I know it seems like on some past episodes I've been known to be negative, but that's only because I was having a bad day. And anybody feel that way? But it's a brand new season, a new year, 365 new opportunities, and I hope you guys also had a happiest of New Year's Eve. I hope that for those of you guys who had a little, you didn't get too tipsy. But and for those of you guys who had to work today, I hope you guys crushed it. I hope you killed it, and that you made it home safely. If you did, I'm happy because you made it home safe. Boy, very exciting, very exciting. Since tonight's episode is very exciting. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, and just a quick tidbit. I did. I know for those of you guys who are on my Twitch channel, I did choose to stream yesterday, but that's only because I didn't necessarily get that day off. But I knew that on this Friday, which is today, I was gonna get today, Saturday, and Sunday off. It's true I could have, started the review earlier, but I really wanted to, just rest in because I didn't really get to sleep the previous day. But hey, that's all right now. Oh, so as you guys can see right here, I know it's right here, and I know you guys can see it. I'm touching it. I know I'm touching it, but it's not really here. So we have hit the 3-minute marker, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Welcome back for those of you guys who are just joining us tonight. What? No, I don't think. I'll answer that in a minute. I'm pretty sure that guy knows who he is because I know he's probably watching. Funny, but no. But as I said, I hope that you're ready because tonight's episode is how can I put this? It's going to be definitely quite physical. If I have to give one word, tonight we're going to be introducing a brand new Funko and of course as well as a new figure. One of course is known who has been he's gone by many names, but that is mainly known for his style of physical combat, and it can only be described as savage, right? And of course, the other one who she's gone by many names, but of course, one of her alias names that stood out to me was Queen, or Killer Bee. My apologies. But with that being said, we're going to be taking a trip into the worlds of both wrestling and gaming at the same time. And first up, I thought we could go ahead and hit the mat. That's right, folks. Not necessarily hit the mat, but step onto the mat. That way, we're going to, establish that point. We're going to be introducing a legend coming straight out of the wrestling era. Now, It's true. I did watch it back in the day. I didn't watch the sort of like the very first few seasons or eras worth of wrestling. I mainly heard about this guy, and I did study up on him a lot. And turns out he was a very talented wrestler. And I didn't really get to see him, because there's a reason for that. But I'll get into it because, as you know, before we do that though, I invite you guys to sit back and relax, take a breath of relief, because as you know, it's just you, me, and the merchandise tonight. So, um, as I said, I didn't get a chance to watch this guy, but with me, I grew up in the Attitude Era, and of course, that branded and paved the way for such superstars as like The Rock or like Stone Cold Steve Austin, Hulk Hogan. I'm not going to say he was around in that time, but he did make several appearances in the Attitude Era. But it's hard to say because when his last match was, but it's okay. Oh, excuse me. But another little tidbit about that. Yes, it's true that me and my older siblings, we did. I'm not gonna lie. We did wrestle. We did get hurt a lot. I ain't gonna lie. There was a few times where we did regret it, but at the same time, um, one little cool, interesting fact that I want to share with you guys tonight is going to be a piece of memorabilia and also a piece of my childhood that I want to be able to bring on here and show you guys that what I was another thing that I was sort of into back in the day. But moving on to the reason why we're here, of course, as of course the man we're going to be introducing. Now, this guy here, who this in particular wrestler, if you will, he blazed a trail in the lifetime, of course, and during his wrestling career, but not just for his wrestling career, but he was also a commentator. He was an actor, a professional baseball player, and hey, if you're ready for this, he was actually a rapper for a time being. Yeah, that's right. He did. He did rapping for a little while, but he was born in Columbus, Ohio, in the year 1952. He was born to a Italian father, an Italian American father, and a Jewish mother. And of course, he went by the name Randy Poffo, but who was known for his own. He did later on down the line receive another name, a name that basically paved the way for history and years to come in the WWE Hall of Fame and WWE franchise and history books. And of course, that name, as I said, made his wrestling move sets rather savage. So, ladies and gents, please, a big Wolfpack welcome to the poster man for the Slim Jims, Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh yeah, the cream of the crop. That's right, folks. That's what I'm telling you. Mean Gene Okerlund, the man here, right here, flamboyant glasses, in-ring attire. Oh yeah, Mr. Randy Savage here. He knew what it took to become the greatest wrestler alive. And let me tell you. Okay, I'll stop. But that's right, folks. Mr. Cream of the Crop himself has decided to become a part of the Wolfpack, and I would like to take this moment to give a massive shout out, to the man who actually put this in the palm of my hand and gave it to me last Christmas. And I know he's watching, so shout out to you, and I appreciate you, and I hope that you're ready. uh, oh yeah, that's right, folks. That's right. But as I said, he started his wrestling career back in the year 1973. I see you. I see you. And I knew you'd love it. I really knew you'd love it. Um, my cohorts here in the comment section, I can tell they're really having a good time. I want to say shout out to both of you guys because you know where I'm coming from. You know where I'm coming from. But that's also a pair of my brothers right there. They know who they are though. They know who they are. But as I said, folks, it he was actually nicknamed Macho Man, who actually that name was given to him by his mother, if you can believe it. He did not adopt that name himself, mainly because he always went by Randy Savage. He adopted the name Savage, because of his father who wrestled before him, and it was a moment in time where his mother actually introduced. Hey, why don't you just take this name Macho Man? And that's due to the fact that for his how can I put this? His in-ring appeal, his in-ring appearance, and of course, the raspy voice of his, and of course his catchphrase, which of course, as you can tell, I kind of exaggerated a minute ago, that helped to shape I'm sorry, that helped to shape the person that he became today, and or in the wrestling era, which of course. I believe around that time the president of the Wrestling Federation was President Jack Tully, and they didn't really seem eye to eye. But one thing that I can take away from him is that he was always known, because, as I said, his raspy voice, his ring attire, which of course was described as more, flamboyant, if you will. But that's only because um, of the in-ring attire. He would always, come out in, the cowboy hat, the sparkling shades, or like, yeah, the star shades, if you will. That's what they were called. And of course, the one of the more known ring attires, if you will. There you go. As I said, is of course the little frillies that he's got right here going on. There you go. And this, of course, as I said, this is the diamond collection of said wrestling Funkos. And a little bit more history about him is the fact, forgive me, is that he was born, as I said, oh, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry, lost my train of thought there. But as I said, that's more of the ways that he was recognized is by his signature catchphrases. And, it's just around that time when he put it all together, that's when the Macho Man Randy Savage was born. And the cool thing about him is that he had 29 championship reigns with 11 titles to show for it in his 32-year career in the World Wrestling Federation, because that's where he started his career. And even like a cool little tidbit is the fact that he was even crowned as the 1987 King of the Ring. And named he this was coming straight from like every commentator or sportscaster who has basically been able to watch his highlights or even know who he was. He was basically named the WWE's greatest title holder. But at the same time, as I said, that was according to ESPN. Yeah, that's true, folks. ESPN was watching the Macho Man Randy Savage. But I got to slow things down here for a minute, mainly because sadly, on the morning of May 20th, 2011, it was announced that the Macho Man here had passed away due to a heart attack at the ripe old age of 58. So I am happy to say that I have this Funko in my possession in order to keep the memory alive. And of course, I do know a lot of his segments that I can find on YouTube, and I do have a lot of favorites. Mainly one in particular was when he did an interview with Mean Gene Okerlund, and that was of course the cream of the crop sketch, and that was one of the more memorable moments for him, and it will not be forgotten. So I just want to take a minute to have a moment of silence, just for the Macho Man. So if you guys will join me real quick, just a few seconds, Rest in peace, Macho Man. You will be missed. Okay. But there were some interesting facts that I did find out about this guy. As I said, he was a rapper, and he did release an album. That album alone featured 13 whole songs that he did make by himself. One of the more like noticeable things about it, or parts that stood out about it, is the fact that he made a diss track aimed at Hulk Hogan. And I believe the title's name was "Be a Man," or the album's name was "Be a Man." And the reason for that, as I said, is that the more flamboyant and ring attire that he's sporting is the fact that he actually had the same tailor as Jimi Hendrix. Yeah, that's right, folks. Purple Rain. Yeah. And one thing I wanted to point out is the fact that this part on his hat right here is actually sparkly. Sparkle. Oh yeah, man, let me tell you, the head here on the Macho Man Randy Savage, it's very, very flamboyant, let me tell you. As I hold on to this Funko here, let me tell you, the memory of the Macho Man, the cream of the crop, it will never die. Oh yeah, you know what I'm talking about, man, let me tell you. Because I know in my heart of hearts he's up there resting. I'm sorry. That was just Too much. That was too much. I'm sorry. But that's one thing that I always respected about the Macho Man is that he always told it how it was, and he always put up a great match in the wrestling era. And one thing that I did find out about him, more of the more interesting facts, when it came time to do his wrestling matches, he would always like choreograph and basically practice them with his opponent, who he know he was going up with. He would practice them before showtime, or even before the crowd showed up, maybe like a few hours before. Him and his partner would be in the ring. They would be practicing. That way, they would be ready for it. And that's one thing that I liked about the history lesson from him is that most times the wrestling it can go sideways, or if you and your partner aren't on sync, and that can just make for a bad show. Trust me, I've seen a lot of botches, and it's very bad, very bad. Okay. But are you guys good? You guys good? I hope you're good. Really, I hope you're all right. Good? Okay, good. Just gonna take a minute here. Okay, so now this next one, just chill right there. Okay. Okay. So next up, we're gonna go ahead and just flip the switch here and input the calculations, and flip the switch. Okay, we're still here. Good. But we're gonna head into the gaming world. We're gonna step inside the ring this time, but it's not wrestling. No, so just we're gonna step into a different ring, a rather more hand-to-hand type ring, if you will. One where we go one-on-one. But at the same time, don't worry because we're not gonna be doing that. Okay, so just relax. Okay, so we're going to introduce another character. As I said, she hails from the Storm Collectibles family, and at the same time, she comes from her origin is not really unknown, but that's only because of her history. So don't despair, because we're going to get into this character, and we're going to discuss who she is and what makes her who she is. So, sorry, excuse me. Gas. I actually just something to eat, so that's probably why the gas is there. But this particular character made her debut in the second Street Fighter video game, and as I said, she was introduced as the second female to be introduced into the series, and that particular name, ladies and gents, as I said, she did go by Killer Bee, but that was her covert name, but we all knew her by one other name, and that name, ladies and gents, is Cami White. That's right, folks. But this is the Street Fighter V arcade version of her. But not only that, it's her deadly precision battle costume. Now, I know it may seem a little skimpy, but that's only because, when you're dealing with Street Fighter, the costumes have to look good, And I took the initiative, and I cut the devil's tape before I decided to go on tonight. Because you got to stay ahead of that stuff. Otherwise, you're going to be looking like a fool. And as I said, another beautiful piece from the Storm Collectibles family. Many, many good things about her. A lot of accessories, and we're going to get into each one. Okay, come here, Kenny. Come here, girl. Oh, wow. Look at you. So amazing. Amazing. There she is, folks. Cami White. Stop staring at her thighs. And the figure itself, as I said, is just beautifully crafted. This, as I said, is a Storm Collectibles part. That's one of the many figure manufacturers I've come to respect, mainly because of the past of my Mortal Kombat figures that I have procured from them. They love their detail. They love the paint. I love the paint on them, and she's actually no exception because she looks amazing. I love the paint on her. I love like the little marks on her. I didn't get a chance to explore on that one, mainly because I didn't want to delve into too much of her past because it's quite traumatic. I ain't gonna lie. Whew. But as I said, folks, the blonde bombshell has decided to join the Wolfpack tonight, and she is, as I said, coming out of the Street Fighter franchise. And now the thing about this one is that before joining the British government, she was actually a criminal who joined up with the organization called Shadaloo, but that's only because of some brainwashing action that she went through. Now, there was a basically what the Shadaloo, what they were responsible for is for dealing arms and of course biochemical drugs around the world. But thanks to a particular moment in her history and in her timeline, she was able to break free from that form, and of course she became an M16 operative who eventually faced the big bad M Bison. But before that, there was a reason. But there was a reason she was known for having the brainwashing thing, mainly because it was believed that she was actually a clone of someone evil in the Shadaloo organization, and we're gonna get into that. Just relax. But whenever there was a moment where she went up against Bison, she actually beat him. But she was seeking answers as to what her purpose in life was, or basically why she was here. But unfortunately, thanks to a how can I put this? A shock, if you will, thanks to oh, excuse me, sorry. It was actually a bolt of an electric current from M Bison. It was actually, unfortunately, that made the thing that made her become brainwashed once again. Now, I know it may seem like it's bad, and I know it may seem like it's terrible for her, but please, she's no exception, as I said, because she did have a very traumatic past, but there's a reason for that. Um, as I said, later after a lot of other, just nasty assassin missions. There was a moment in time where she was sent on a mission to kill someone known as Dalism, or something like that. It's Dhalism, Dalism, something like that. But it was actually thanks to that guy where he had actually weakened the grip from Shadaloo on her subconscious, and thanks to that, he was able to use telepathy to telepathically scan her subconscious mind, and by doing that, he was actually able to free her. But around that time, Vega had shown up and was basically sent by Bison to kill her. But to no avail, because he was defeated pretty easily, and I ain't gonna lie, because Cami had never forgotten all of her fighting that she received in the Shadaloo, and thus Vega paid the price. But thus around that time, she had actually become a member of the what was it called, the British counterterrorism unit, and there was also a name for that, and it was called Delta Red, which of course is a nickname that was another nickname that was given to her. Okay. But before we get to the fun facts, I want to introduce some cool things. Okay, so she comes with two interchangeable faces, two interchangeable heads, which one looks, I'm going to say, looks like a less than impressed face, really, I'm going to say. Yeah, just a whatever. And, of course, her war cry face, I call it. Come on, focus, come on. There you go. Of course, I'm pretty sure why she's screaming is because, she's a severed head, But, okay. Okay, she does come. Oh, cool. She comes with interchangeable hairs. Awesome. Detail is everything. As I said, that's one thing I respect about Storm Collectibles. It comes with 6 interchangeable hands, 2 each, 2 pairs of 3. Okay, she comes with what I'm going to say is an energy blast, or an action blast or something like that, because this will basically be attached to her foot right here, and that's basically what the impact blast would look like. I know, crazy, right? But she does come with wow, a much bigger effect. Let's take a look at that. Hang on, folks. Let me get it out. Wow, look at these things. I think they piece together. Oh, wow. Look at that. Wait. Hang on. Let me just see. Okay. Check that out. As I know it looks like spaghetti or hair strands, something like that. But as I said, this is actually the impact blast, or the impact, velocity, just from one of her kicks. Because like Chun-Li, she was known for having great hand-to-hand combat, mainly because that's due to her training from the Shadaloo, and of course from the M16 British, training. And of course, she does have a single one right here, which to me looks kind of like a Kamehameha or something like that. But we'll get into that, Whew. But wow, But as I said, I did find some interesting facts about her. Kind of crazy, I ain't gonna lie. But both her and Chun-Li My apologies, folks. Sorry. Um, a very cool fact, and I mean, I thought it was cool. I saw the movie, yes, but I thought it was cool. Um, it was actually shown that I remember both her and Chun Li actually made a brief cameo in the Wreck-It Ralph movie. I liked it, honestly. Most people didn't like it. Me, I liked it. I thought it was cute. If I had to give it one word, I thought it was cute. Um, in the Street Fighter cartoon that happened back in the 1990s, it was actually thought that she was to be Commander Guile's love interest, being, that was before she was actually brainwashed by Bison in order to become his woman. And of course, that did eventually happen. And this is probably the coolest fact. It's said that, yes, she is a clone, or she might be a clone, or sorry, it is said that she is a clone, but most people have stipulated what clone or who she's cloned from. Sources say she's actually a clone of Bison, just a female version, And what makes her like one of the more noticeable and like dangerous fighters in the Street Fighter franchise is the fact that she has possibly the power to destroy an entire country if she wanted to. And it's actually said that she's could possibly have the same dark powers or psychokinetic powers as M. Bison. That's what makes her one of the more deadly fighters in the Street Fighter franchise. And that's just one of the many things that I've noticed, that you do not want to mess with her. Her or Chun-Li, they're just all amazing fighters. Whew. But I am going to go ahead and cut the stream right there, folks. I do hope that you guys enjoyed. I want to say thank you to everybody who came to came to see me tonight, and for helping me to break in the first episode of season 3. There's going to be many more to come, and I do hope that you guys look forward to my next episode. It's going to be very, very cool, very cool. And if you like, feel free to hit the follow button when it does appear right here, and feel free to sample either one of these videos. This one in particular is going to be a new gameplay featuring the Kanoom Queen, Millena. And until next time, guys, stay safe, stay awesome, stay weird, stay yourselves. Lávase las manos, por favor. And again, Happy New Year, huh? Peace.